go.
Hi, say hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome.
All right, say hello.
Say hi, Anna.
Hi. Hello, welcome.
Yay.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome, buddy.
Hello, welcome to the Beacons of Hope Gala. We're going to have a pre-party here in just over the next half hour, so I hope you're doing well. My name is Andre Savanich, and I'm Director of Community Relations for Laura Baker Services. So I want to welcome you this evening, and it's been a wild year for many people for many reasons. For fundraising, we canceled our flannel gala early in the spring. We recently had to cancel our formal gala. So we're here virtually and we're together, and I appreciate all of you joining us here for a little pre-party. Now, normally when we are in a live gala, this would be the time where we're actually sharing a drink and rubbing elbows and chatting. So we're not able to do that. So we're going to try to recreate some fun and some interaction here prior to the main event, which will start actually at 7:30. So a couple thoughts, since we are not able to see you, we do want to see you. We're hoping that you will share your photos. So you may be home enjoying a glass of wine or glass of beer in front of the fire in your flannel. Maybe you're dressed formally, which would be great. Either way, we want to see your photos. And so hashtag them to social media. If you're on social media, hashtag LBSA Gala, and share them. And we're going to give away some prizes during our concert. So we've got a few fun categories. We're going to award best flannel photo, best formal photo. We'll do most creative, and we'll do best picture with photo with actually food and beverage. And we'll do a final, actually best photo with kids as well. We'll do that. So get your kids in the pictures, and we'll do a grand prize for best picture. We have a $250 gift card from our friends at Northern Tool and Equipment. And we have a certified judge that will award that prize using a special modified scoring system to rate your pictures. So please share your photos, and we can spend time together that way. A couple of updates before we get started. You're going to meet a few friends of the organization here who are getting ready to watch the main show in just a few minutes. Wanted to give you a couple updates. You might have seen that we have a special new sponsor this year. Bell Lumber and Pole, who is our new donor sponsor, has actually upgraded their match program. So if you're a new donor, you've never given to LBSA before, they're going to match your donations dollar for dollar, which is great. But if you have given in the past, they've now increased their match program to include existing donors. So let's say you gave $1,000 last year, and this year you decide to give $2,000. They're going to match the incremental increase. So they'll match $1,000 in that case. So big thank you to Bell Lumber and Pole. I want to just cover briefly, we may have some folks that aren't as familiar with Laura Baker, and so I wanted to just take a couple minutes and share a little bit about who we are and what we do. We were founded in 1897, and we're located in Northfield, Minnesota, and we provide housing and support services to individuals with developmental disabilities. We have 3 levels of support services. We have a campus in Northfield on Oak Street. We have 6 community homes with clients living in each of the homes. And then we also provide some support services to individuals in their own home or apartment. So that's a little bit about Laura Baker. It's a great organization. And again, we're fortunate enough to have all the support of the community and all of you here tonight. So you're going to meet a number of great people this evening, and it might be a good idea to keep the Kleenex box handy. I think you'll get inspired by some of the folks that you'll meet. So during the program itself at 7:30, you're going to meet 3 individuals. You'll meet our household director, Zelene Castano, and these will be video vignettes, so you'll get a sense for kind of the work that they do and what it means to them. You'll meet Molly Halls, who's our the direct support professional of the year for the entire state of Minnesota. And so we're really excited to have Molly on our team, and so you'll get to meet her. You're going to meet an amazing student volunteer. She's a St. Olaf senior. Her name's Abby Grismer, and she's been connected to the organization for 4 years, volunteering her services. So in addition, you'll hear from Sandy Gertis on the State of the Union for Laura Baker, so you get an update about what's been happening here, and also some of the challenges that we faced, and why she's actually really optimistic about the future. You'll also hear from or see a song that was written by our music therapist, Jenny Stoller, and a few of our LBSA clients. And it's a pretty powerful song. Obviously, you'll see Rich and Mary here shortly as well. So that's just a little bit about kind of what's coming up. So without further ado, what we're going to do now is we're actually going to check in with a few people who are getting ready to watch the party with you all, and check in, say hi, see how they're doing, and ask them to share a little bit about their connection to the organization. One thing I did want to point out too, at any point during the evening, you can click the donate button to make a donation. You can view our auction items. There's a series of buttons below the screen that you're seeing right now. And so please go ahead and do that. Throughout the evening, you won't lose your place in the video. The stream will continue. So first up, we're going to check in with Mariah and David Jacobson. There's the Jacobson household. Hey. How are you, Jacobsons?
Hello. We're good. How are you?
Right.
Good, good. You guys look all cozy there.
We are.
So I want to introduce everybody to Mariah and David Jacobson and family. Both Mariah and David have been tremendous supporters of the organization over the years. Mariah serves on our board. She's been on the board since 2017. David's law firm, Jacobson Law, has been a sponsor of numerous events for Laura Baker. So it's good to see you all. And
Good to see you.
wondering if maybe you can talk a little bit about how you first got connected to LBSA, and then also what the organization means to you.
Yeah, I'll let David talk a little bit about how we first got connected, and then I'll take the second question.
All right, that's fair.
As far as
And the kids can chime in too if they want.
Yeah.
Perfect.
whatever they're going to say is going to be more eloquent and yeah, probably humorous as well. So I was familiar with Laura Baker through Mike Hero, former board member, spoke very, very highly of the organization and said it was a really good organization that makes a difference in the community. And so that's kind of how I got my foot in the door and was familiar with Laura Baker.
Yeah, we attended our first gala 6 years ago now, and it was so impactful. It was really my first exposure to the organization, and I was in tears multiple times throughout the evening. I found the program to be so inspiring and moving, and I knew I wanted to be a part of the organization moving forward. I think in terms of what Laura Baker means to us, as David mentioned, we are just so proud to be a part of Laura Baker because of the huge impact that Laura Baker makes in the community. And we're just thrilled to be here with you guys tonight and celebrating, you know, albeit kind of a strange year, still a wonderful year for Laura Baker. And we're just super excited to be here tonight and to be a part of the evening.
That's great. And it looks like there's a couple of other individuals in there with you. I'm wondering if we could get a quick intro.
Absolutely. So this is Rory. He's
Rory.
Over here.
Yep.
Hey, all right.
He's 6. He's a first grader here in Northfield. We've got Reese here, and then her identical twin sister, Quinn. They're 4 years old and they're in pre-K. So we Three of us wearing flannel tonight, and then two of us opted for the formal look tonight. So that we've got princesses here tonight.
That's I appreciate I appreciate all of your dress there, the flannel and the formal. Especially appreciate the formal princess, because I feel like the flannel formal is a little out of balance. It's a little weighted towards the flannel, so we need some formal
We
representation.
needed to represent for the formal here, and Reese and Quinn are happy to do so.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the
you.
rest of the evening, and
Wish you
we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks so much, Andre.
See ya.
All right.
Okay. So thanks to the Jacobson household, it looks like they're all getting ready to watch the program here. The program is going to start at 7:30, so stay tuned. Again, if you want to donate at this time, you can donate anytime throughout the program. There's a donate button right down at the bottom of your screen. I would also say that the little reminder that the auction is going to stay live until 9 p.m. So it'll actually close at the end of the concert. You'll still be able to continue donating throughout the weekend. If you know somebody maybe that wasn't able to attend and you'd like them to, they could still make a donation. So next, I want to introduce you to Carrie and Derek Melby. And Carrie and Derek have two children that live in LBSA homes, and they've really been amazing supporters over the years. And so we're going to introduce you to Carrie and Derek. Hello.
Hi, Andre.
Hi, Andre.
How are you guys doing?
Doing real good.
We're doing great.
I think your outfits are spectacular, by the way. It
Appreciate
feels
it.
like there's a combination of flannel and formal happening.
There is.
Okay.
So we were working
Good.
for, he needed to put on his traditional vest because everybody expects to see that every year.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a good choice. I think that's great. So I just introduce you briefly that you have been long supporters of LBSA and have two children that receive services from Laura Baker. So I really appreciate you allowing us to check in and crash your party there. So I guess I wanted to start, maybe if you could just share a little bit about how you first got connected to Laura Baker, and then talk a little bit about what the organization means to you.
Well, we first walked on Laura Baker campus when our girls were started in music therapy classes that were offered there through the music therapist. Go ahead, George. So when they were very, very tiny, they showed interest in music, and we felt like we needed to keep pushing that. And so we were able to take them there, and they've been able to work with movement and working on keyboard. My youngest is playing harp, not harpsichord, auto harp, and Elise is playing guitar. And even through the pandemic, they've been able to continue taking Zoom lessons. And from there, we started getting involved in the family support service respite time that was provided for people in the community. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah, that was something that we, as part of a parents group, had kind of talked about. And I don't say that we really instigated it, but we've been involved with family support since its inception. Laura Baker's, got a goal of continuing to increase their ability to provide support, not just directly to the clients with special needs, but support for their families as well. Having both of our kids in group homes now, it's a little bit less of a need for us because, the kids are taken care of through the group home system, but we needed support as we were raising them, and they were still living at home. And Laura Baker's just been tremendous in terms of what they've done in terms of respite events, providing some in-home respite, some services and things when needed. And we've just known that we could rely on having some of that and a break now and then.
Yeah, and maybe how's the pandemic affected your kids? Like, has it been a challenge, or they've been able to navigate pretty well through this? Or
Well, up, let's see, foremost, what we've known is that they are safe. They are safe, they are healthy. The staff around them in each of their group homes is sacrificing a lot, and jumping through every MDH hoop that there is to make sure that they are staying safe and healthy. And that's one thing that we've been assured of from when we were locked down at the beginning of March.
Yeah, we've never had any concerns. Everything we've seen. It's been difficult for both of our daughters from a standpoint of the excuse me, lack of outings, lack of social contacts, etc. The restrictions that all of us go through. But I think it's been even a little bit more challenging because of, there's not the same level of understanding of the necessity. And it's been difficult for us because, of course, we've been able to take socially distant walks with our older daughter, but haven't been able to have her home for a meal here or there or take her other places. And our younger daughter, for months, we did visits through a window because she wouldn't come outside. It's been tough on us and them, but throughout it all, we've really been pleased with and confident with the services that Laura Baker's been providing and keeping them safe and healthy.
Great. Anything else you want to add about what the organization means to you? We appreciate you sharing your thoughts and experience with the organization and with your kids.
I can't think of it.
Well, I'd just say that I can't say enough about them. What they provide for the families, the clients, the position that they've established themselves in the community and things like that. I mean, we just couldn't ask for a better organization to be working with and a better community to live in because of Laura Baker.
Well, we appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us and tuning in and dressing up. Like hashtag that photo right there. That's I'm not the judge, but I think that's a qualifier for my perspective. So and thanks for all your support, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
All right.
Cheers.
All right, cheers. Okay, let's check in. It seems like people are having a great time. I hope you're having a good time. Keep enjoying your beverage or hashtagging your photos. Again, one thing I want to big thank you. We have so many sponsors that have stepped up to help us with this event, and this event would not happen without them. Our Beacons of Hope sponsors, Brent and Toby Larson, Nuger, and Engage Print. And there's about 45 other sponsors and a number of other partners. And on your screen, down to the right there, you'll see a sponsor button. It'd be great to take a quick look there and see who has helped sponsor our event here this evening. And I know it's been difficult for a lot of businesses. So I encourage you to support those businesses that are supporting our community. So, all right, next we're gonna check in with Frank and Julie Zestera. So, and I will introduce them to you here in just a minute.
Hi, we can hear
Frank
you.
and Julie, how are you?
We're fine. How are you?
Good. All the way from Superior, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that
Yes.
right? Okay. So, well, everybody meet Frank and Julie Zestera. So I just want to tell you a little bit about Frank and Julie, and then we'll ask them a few questions here. So Frank and Julie have been connected to the organization for many, many years, have been tremendous supporters in many different ways for the organization. And Frank just recently retired from the board after 20 years. And so I just want to thank you both for allowing us to crash your party. And so maybe just start out with you can tell us a little bit about how you first got connected to Laura Baker and then what the organization means to you.
Well, my sister moved. I've got it all written down here.
That's all right. Hey, whatever works for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
My sister moved to Laura Baker around 1978. That's where she moved down. And my dad got on the board in the 90s on the board of trustees. And I was able to see firsthand the life that my sister had. It was a life that she could not have had living in Two Harbors with mom and dad. It was, Laura Baker just was so much greater for her. And then 20 some years ago, I was asked to be on a trustee. And because of that, it was just like a very rewarding to be on the board for as long as I was. But that was my connection. And my wife's connection, she married me.
Yes, yes. And then
Do we want to talk about the sequence of events there? Which happened when?
yeah,
You don't
yeah,
have to go in. You
yeah,
don't have
yeah.
to go into.
Yeah, I think I came to the first gala 2008. That was my,
Okay,
and we were engaged then.
Oh.
And but seeing how Carolyn's home life was and the quality of life she had was exemplary. I can't say it tonight. But compared to, I've worked with people with special needs for years in Superior, Wisconsin. The group homes don't have the opportunities. It is much more, there's no music and art and a formal way of making sure people have a real quality of life. It's just not there. So I was just very happy to see that in an organization, that is really the bottom line, that the clients have a life and their dreams are supported,
Right. I was just curious, what was the 2008 gala like?
For me, I wore a black dress. I remember. I went with my mother-in-law and father-in-law there, and my fiance. It was very fancy. It was enjoyable. It was enjoyable. People were really nice, and
Was that
hors d'oeuvres were delicious.
Okay. Was that at Laura Baker or was it at Carlton at that time? I forget.
It was at Carlton. It was right now where the live auction,
Yeah.
the silent auction.
Yep.
Silent auction. That's where all the tables were.
Gotcha. The great hall there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can ask you, what is just summing up, what does it, Laura Baker, the organization, kind of mean to you or represent to you?
We've become very attached to the organization in general because of the people, the staff, everybody, and what they've done for our sister-in-law. And we sure would recommend, we would recommend if somebody had someone with needs in the area to try to get into our Baker services.
Okay, well, good.
It's special to us. It's special to us because of the quality of life Carolyn's had for so many years. And it just kind of led us to this, when she went to this other group home, we kind of expected the same type. And she is getting really good care, but it's not, I know she has people coming in, but you really can't compare other programs to what she has had. It's not really fair because it's really a step above for the client.
So
Well,
I
good.
have.
Yeah, go ahead.
To me, Laura Baker is not just a home to many people. It is the entity that stands up for them in the community and fights for them in the legislature. When I encounter people with developmental disabilities, one of the first things that I see is the support staff that's with them. I know that they could not live a quality life without them. And being involved with this organization that believes people matter more than policies and will go out of the box for them has been very fulfilling. I wrote that to make sure that I got what I said, what I really felt. Because being in this organization that I've been, as long as I have, Laura Baker really stands for the people. And they will buck the system to make sure that the clients, their people, get the best quality of life and dreams that they can achieve.
Well, that's well stated, and we appreciate you both sharing your thoughts here and your experiences here with the organization. And I also want to announce that every year Laura Baker awards to a special volunteer a special award, and Frank is being awarded our 2020 Bob Bonner Distinguished Service Award. I can't get you the trophy through this screen. There you go. All right, virtual handoff. But we thank you for your 20 years of board service, and Frank and Julie, we appreciate all your support and what you do to help Laura Baker as well. So we're gonna get out of your party here now and let you enjoy the rest of the evening. Thanks again for sharing your story with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, we're almost to program time. It's 7:30, so just a few minutes away. We actually have one surprise check-in left. We're going to check in with one of the houses, Aldrich House, because the rumor is that they're throwing a little party there. So we'll see if we can connect with them. Hello. Hello, Aldrich House. How are you?
Hello, guys. Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Good. Well, you guys all look festive in front of the tree. And how are you all doing? Are you having a good night so far?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. It looks like you might be eating some special food. What are you eating there?
You guys remember what it's called? Baklava?
Baklava.
Baklava. Who made the baklava?
It's store-bought.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with store-bought, especially in this day and age. We're needing to save time. And well, you guys all look great. Are you enjoying a special beverage there too? What's in the glasses that I see there?
What's in your glass, Jamie?
Non-alcohol wine.
Non-alcohol wine. All right, that's a great choice. Well, are you excited here? We're going to start the program in about 2 minutes. So thanks for letting us check in. Hi, Monica. That's Monica Maciel. She's our household director. And I know Torfin Zempel, one of the staff people, is there as well. There's Torfin. Hey, Torfin. So thank you very much for letting us check in, and we're going to get to the party here. The program's going to start in about 2 minutes. So if I had a beverage, I'd say cheers.
Yep. Bye, guys.
All right, see ya.
Yep.
Okay, I think we're just about a minute away, and so it was great to see some faces live and enjoying the evening. I hope you're enjoying your evening. Like I said, just about another minute or two, we're going to get our program started. So I had a few things I just wanted to run through quickly. Again, we're open until 9 p.m. tonight. So after the concert, you want to join in, and you want to join in the concert if you've been hashtagging photos. So we're going to announce some winners. Our judges, I'm sure, evaluating everything with that special modified scoring system. I just wanted to give another thank you to all of our sponsors and event partners. Please check out the sponsor button there, just down to the right of your screen, and give them some love. Businesses have had a very difficult time, so and yet they continue to support our organization and other organizations, and so it's always great to support those community-minded businesses. So the concert's going to include some acoustic music with Mark Kreitzer, so we're excited about that. Keep hashtagging your photos, keep bidding, keep donating. And so before we end the pre-party here, I just want to thank all of you for joining us. I know you might be virtualed out and you're thinking, I don't want to come to another screen party or call, but you did, and so we appreciate it. And so with that, I am going to turn it over to the program.
Good evening, I'm Greg Klosser, Chairman of the Board of Directors, and on behalf of the board, I'd like to welcome you all to the Laura Baker Gala for this year, 2020. I also like to take the opportunity to thank you for your past and ongoing generous support of the organization. You truly represent the theme of this year's Gala, Beacons of Hope. So you all have ringside seats and enjoy the evening.
Welcome to the 25th annual, not flannel, not formal, Laura Baker Services Gala.
This is Mary Klausner.
This guy, Rich Larson.
We are very proud to be your host this evening for the Beacons of Hope Gala. And don't you look lovely?
Well, thank you, and I'm glad you've showered. Yeah, that's good.
I have those same earrings. I probably should have worn those.
Copycat.
Well, I am proud to work with one client at Laura Baker. We do a radio show on KYMN Radio right here in Northfield called Remember Radio.
And it's terrific.
It's really fun.
And I've volunteered with Laura Baker off and on for years, and now I have the luxury of being on the board and learning a lot more about both the clients and the people who directly support Laura Baker. So I'm learning a lot about the organization.
And that's why we are so proud to be hosting the Beacons of Hope Gala tonight.
This is our first time doing this without seeing everybody.
Which is weird. So we would like to see you. Send us pictures of what you have going on at home. If you're sitting in your ball gown, if you're sitting in your Snuggie, you're sitting eating chicken wings, you're sitting drinking whiskey from the bottle, whatever. We want to see what you're doing tonight because this is all about community and we're trying to bring the community together. Send us your pictures and hashtag them, hashtag LBSA Gala.
And it's our first time doing this virtually, so we miss seeing all of you in person.
We really do.
Got a little shine here.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
You're looking better.
I feel much more comfortable now.
We want you to feel like part of the evening, and we have so many exciting people we're going to introduce you to as part of it. But we'd also like to thank our sponsors.
We've got
some amazing sponsors this year.
Yeah. So we want to thank all of our sponsors tonight, but we've got a few we want to highlight. We want to thank the folks over at Nuger. We'd like to thank Engage Print.
And Brent and Toby Larson.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks, very much. And we have a new sponsor donor this evening, too. If you've never given to Laura Baker before and you write a check, the good folks at Bell Lumber and Pole are going to match that gift.
Oh, is that exciting?
That's great. So make them pay. Like, write a big check and make them match that. That'll be fun.
And when we talk about Beacons of Hope, clients, staff, volunteers, artists, community members.
Pretty much anyone who's ever even thought about Laura Baker.
They're all such vital parts of the organization, and we're really thankful to have all of you and to have you all watching tonight.
You are all beacons of hope.
Well, speaking of beacons of hope, we have three folks we'd really like to highlight for you tonight.
And we're going to begin with Zelene Castano, who is a household director at Laura Baker. She's been with Laura Baker Services for 20 years. Household service directors are the people who are in charge of
everything.
An entire household. They do the staffing for a house. They look after the well-being of everyone under that roof. And so we're going to talk to you a little bit right now about Zelene Castano.
And yeah, and there's no like wrong answers here.
Are you sure?
I was like, where are you going?
Well, I'm Zelene Castano. I'm the household director on Spring Creek. And I've been here about 20 years. It's very rewarding. Yeah. You know, just the littlest things that you do, it seems like you've done so much, you know. Just the other day, Janelle, she just gave me a sticker and I gave her one back and she had a blast with that. I'm like, oh my God, like the simplest things. And like, why can't I be happy with a sticker? You know what I mean? So challenging, obviously, there's a lot of behaviors, and with clients, their communication sometimes is not the greatest, so it gets challenging because they get upset because you're not knowing what they're wanting. And throughout the years, I've seen a lot of people come and go a lot, and they have to start over with the trust and building that relationship with that new person, and it gets pretty challenging seeing them, but it struggle through that.
Mm-hmm.
But if they see a familiar person that's always here, it helps with that like anxiety per se. I think the biggest thing for COVID right now, it was the mask, because a lot of these guys all see your facial expressions. They read you up like that. You're putting on a smile, but they know you're mad or you're sad, even if you don't show that. But now they don't see you're smiling, you know.
Yeah.
So now you have to like do more of the body language other than like the facial expressions. So I don't know. I saw a little confusion in their eyes, like, well, why are you covering up now? You know, you haven't all this time, and now you are. So what's going on? But you're working with humans, you know, and it's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they give you a lot of love. They show you a lot of things. Oh, here we go.
Happy Halloween!
How about your staff? Like, it seems like you've had a relatively kind of stable staff. What makes a good staff person?
Self-motivation and upbeat. We have a couple of staff that are a little mellow, but they have rised up to the occasion, so now they're a little more upbeat. So yeah. I think one of the things that I usually do is like check in with people, make sure they're okay, you know. Sometimes I'm like, hey, how are you doing? And they're like, what do you need? I'm like, nothing, I'm just checking in. And being available for people, you know. The more available you are, just a simple, I'm here, or if they have any questions, reply right away, or not even if you don't reply right away, just a couple hours later, at least they know that you're there, you know, and just making sure that they know that you're here to help. And like I always tell them, I'm like, if things get a little rocky, call me and I'll come in, or we'll figure something out. And at the end of the day, we always got it. It's like my little home outside of home.
All right.
Welcome back. Wasn't that?
She's just fantastic,
Yeah,
isn't she?
she's something.
What a great asset to Laura Baker.
Okay, next is another person we'd like to talk to you a little bit about, Molly Halls, who won the direct support professional for Minnesota this year.
Direct support
That's
professional.
a huge deal.
Of the year.
I
pretty great.
have met her at different Laura Baker events, and she's just charming, and I think this is a well-deserved award.
I think you're going to enjoy getting to know Molly.
Hold that one? Okay.
Maisie, sit. There you go. Hold it up. Tell her to sit. Okay.
There are challenges working at this job. A lot of them are just trying to figure out the personalities and getting to know the individuals and what motivates them, what makes them happy. Trying to, again, do what you can to make them have a good day, because if they have a good day and they're happy, then it's just mutually beneficial.
Sure.
So like for Sarah, she likes having her hair done. Okay, let's do that today. Brittany loves coming out here to my farm. So okay, let's do that. Well, it started with Brittany because Brittany would not go to her day program. And I knew she liked dogs, so one day I brought the dogs with me in the car. And then it was like magic. She loved it. So I was like, okay, this is what she needs in her day. It literally started to be an everyday thing. And it still is every day that I work with her. There she is.
Hi, Brittany.
When I walk through the door, the very first thing she says is, your house? Your house? That's the first thing, and probably at least 100 times until we come out here. And then when we come, she never wants to leave. She just, even when she's tired, we've been walking around, we pick apples from the apple tree, give them to the horses, we feed the chickens, we walk the dogs, she pets the cats. their world is completely changed. They can't go out. They can rarely see their family. And I mean, how many months has this been? They were used to going to a day program every day. They can't. So there's a lot more behaviors. There's just a lot more to deal with. You know, they're just visibly more upset on a regular basis. So I think about how would I feel if I was locked in my house. Like if there's a blizzard and I'm stuck in my house for 2-3 days, I get so antsy and irritable. And it's been 6 months for them. So, you know, we have to do even more to try to make their day special and brighter and have the connection that they otherwise can't have in the community or maybe with their families.
I think Bobby's just outside there.
Outside?
Yep. Nope. No eggs in that one.
They're here.
Okay. Oh, there's one cat. I knew one would be sleeping in the barn.
Yeah, so there's another challenge is we're just so short-staffed and so I have my normal, 40 hours a week, but then there's, we just have so many spots open, so I step in for those. Somebody goes on vacation, somebody is sick, I step in for those. I work primarily at 2 houses, but I have helped out at other houses that were really short, especially like on campus a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they do. They sure like these apples, don't they?
Yeah, so when I found out that I won Direct Support Professional of the Year for all of Minnesota, I was amazed. I was overwhelmed. I was very happy. And I couldn't wait to show my kids, this is why I'm gone all the time. Look. And then the reward is obviously the relationship that you build with that person. And then, I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm choking up. Why I will never leave is because they feel like family.
Right.
They absolutely do feel like family. So
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine ever leaving them.
Now that you've learned a little bit about Molly, make a donation. Right, that little button right at the bottom of your screen, just click it, see what happens.
So in between your next run to the fridge to get a fresh beverage, think of people like Celine and Molly and make a donation. We need some of your money to help support these amazing employees.
Exactly right. And maybe you've already donated, and didn't that feel good? Do it again. Do it again. Great.
Keep going.
Just, $5 every 5 minutes. It'd be fantastic.
How long's the show?
As long as it needs to be. We got a lot of money to raise. $230,000, folks. We're going to be here all night if you don't get to clicking.
We'd like to introduce you to our next beacon of hope.
Abby Grismer is a senior at my alma mater, St. Olaf College, and she spent the last 4 years volunteering at Laura Baker, working with her friend Tanya.
Mm-hmm. So take a look at this video and get a feel for this wonderful relationship.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Oh boy. Banana.
Banana. Banana who?
Banana, talk to you.
You want to talk to me? Banana, talk to you?
Yeah, that's it.
I got one for you. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
What?
You gotta say interrupting cow. Who?
Interrupting cow who?
Tanya fosters our relationship just as much as I give into the relationship. She provides so much emotional intellect that I didn't expect for her to have. She's able to carry on conversations. She has an awesome sense of humor. She just makes me smile, and I know I make her smile. We have a great relationship. In high school, I was super passionate about being involved with Special Olympics. So when I came here, I wanted to be involved with Special Olympics, but also meet more people through places like Laura Baker. So I got connected with the Buddy program and was partnered with Tanya, and obviously have been connected and participate in just any events and activities that come along the way that Laura Baker offers. A couple more. There we go. New drink. Oh yeah, there we go. Tanya's favorite things to do are painting and coloring, and she likes to play Uno and Monopoly, but sometimes she beats me. Actually, a lot of times she beats me at Uno. Another activity that she really likes to do is make cards every holiday. So weeks in advance before every holiday, we'll make some cards. She asks all the time. We ask each other who we're making cards for.
it was for Valentine's Day. She told me that she was now going to make her last card for me. So when I looked at it, I read the front of the card, and it even made me tear up because she drew a little picture of both of us, and in a heart she said, "Love is the best word there is." So last year I was going to see Tanya every week, but then once we were sent home for COVID, unfortunately it was a little bit harder, but we both adapted to the Zoom method of communication. So we have Zoomed every Saturday since, and started out with conversations, but then we realized, we could still color and paint and do other activities over virtual hangouts. Last year, I had big plans for buddy program at St. Olaf in order to get more Olies involved with Laura Baker, as I am involved with Tanya. And when COVID-19 hit, the reality was that the buddy program wasn't going to be as successful as it would without it. So when I came back to campus, I was searching for ideas to stay involved and get other Olies involved. And I came across some ideas like this one of pen pals and creating arts and crafts, and also hosting some virtual hangouts through Zoom where we can paint and also maybe play bingo.
So what's in each one then? Is it a note and a craft, or what exactly? How did you know what to put together?
Yep. So I went to the dollar store and bought 50 crafts for 25 different clients.
Okay.
And 25 of the crafts were completed by St. Olaf students.
Okay.
So for this one, for example, is a butterfly. This was created by a student, and then we are sending them another craft that is incomplete so that they can have something to do for 15 minutes to an hour of their day. And then I also added a little note about my little mission and ideas about the project and how I was inspired by my buddy Tanya.
Sure.
And then each St. Olaf student wrote a note to the client.
Really? That's awesome. That's fantastic.
And I encouraged them to ask a little question or make a little bit of dialogue just in case they wanted to write something back and continue maybe being pen pals, sort of as a substitute for the buddy program.
That is great.
Over COVID. The impact that I get out of working with people like Tanya is that I was told that I'd make a difference in someone else's life by volunteering for places like Laura Baker, but I've realized very quickly that the difference that was made was in my own life, which correlates to why I don't like to call it volunteering. I volunteered a lot in high school, but now I continue to volunteer just as much, but I don't keep track of hours or tell people I'm going to volunteer. I don't do it for any reason other than I just like to do it. So, and I think that Tanya and I's relationship has really reflected that, because the buddy program, the idea behind it is sort of like volunteering, but Tanya and I have transcended the line of the buddy program into a friendship that I think is going to last a lifetime.
What an amazing relationship those two have.
And what an inspiring young lady Abby is. You know, there are more than 200 volunteers annually at Laura Baker, and we are grateful to each and every one of them. They are so important to this organization.
Help us show them some support tonight by donating. You'll see the information on your screen. You can even donate anonymously if you don't want people to know. But we would really like you to bring it on.
And it really does feel good to click that button, so do that. And you can see all the people on your screen who are donating, and if you don't want people to know that you donated an incredibly large sum of money, you can do it anonymously, which makes you mysterious. But it's a lot of money we have to raise tonight, folks.
$230,000. We really need your support.
And you want to help us out. You wouldn't be watching tonight if it didn't matter to you. So click that button, and like I say, if you clicked once, click it again. It's okay. Now we want to share with you a music video. It's a song written by our music therapist, Jenny Solar, who wrote it with some of the Laura Baker clients.
And it's called Beacons of Hope.
Beacons of Hope, exactly right.
And then we're going to introduce you to a really swell gal who, if you haven't already met, Sandy Gertis is the Executive Director of Laura Baker Services, and she has been with them for, are we allowed to say?
A few years.
Like 100 years?
Many, many years.
Yeah.
And she started when she was 9 months old.
And she's going to talk to you a little bit about the state of things in this really challenging year.
When Sandy begins to speak, you might want to stand up just to show your respect. It's fine. Yeah, she'll understand.
I don't think it matters. If they're in their bathrobe, Sandy doesn't care if they're standing up.
That's true. What Sandy cares about is clicking that button and donating some money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here together, just keep on pushing through like a light, bright and true. Village and a team, we can do it. Share the load.
Share the load.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
You are.
You are.
We see.
We see.
Beacons of hope.
Beacons of hope.
Here together.
Together.
Just keep on pushing through.
Pushing through.
Like a light. Like a light. Bright and true. A village.
Do it.
Share the load. Don't you?
No.
You are, we see. Beacons of hope.
Let's get it out of the way. 2020 has been a crazy year. Laura Baker's very existence is threatened by challenges from COVID-19. Since March, almost every week, something has happened that makes me wonder how long we can continue. Here's what Laura Baker does every day. We make home possible. We keep people safe. We enable daily life for those who can't do it alone. We shelter, feed, safeguard, and engage people with dignity and respect. It takes staff and buildings and resources to do that. Every day, we've got openings in our services that we can't fill because of COVID. And because of COVID, we have staffing challenges that threaten our existence. At 211 Oak Street, we closed 3 households and sent people elsewhere because we couldn't hire enough staff to support everyone. We can't fill service openings because it may not be safe to have someone new live in a household during the pandemic, and because we don't have the staff to support our current clients. Open beds account for $40,000 per month in lost revenue. We struggle to hire staff. When day and work programs closed in the spring due to COVID, we stepped up to give 24-hour care. We needed more staff, 13 new full-time positions. We thought it would be short-term. Turns out, not so much. We're doing 24-hour care anyway. We spread our overstretched staff across locations and shifts to provide safe levels of care. Meanwhile, expenses are up about $30,000 a month to cover those increased staff hours, plus PPE, cleaning, and COVID-related supplies. So we do our best with what we have. In September, we raised our pay scale to attract and retain staff. That helped us stabilize our staffing situation. However, it's not just Laura Baker. Staffing shortages are rampant in disability services. We still compete with jobs in other industries that pay more. We're pursuing strategic initiatives to help us compete going forward. COVID has exposed the fragility of the system that supports people with disabilities. My hope is that COVID itself will shine a lasting light on the system and help everyone understand how critical these supports are for people with disabilities. You've heard me talking about our incredible staff and about our funding challenges for years. But legislators haven't been listening. People with intellectual and developmental disabilities consistently fall to the bottom of the list of funding priorities. If our state and federal legislators don't act now, these services will not exist. We must get enough funding, reimbursement for our services, to get and keep good staff. I'm not going to lie, the work right now is exhausting. Some days, I don't know how much longer I can continue. And then, out of the blue, something happened to remind me why I do this work and why this work matters. Moments that are my beacons of hope in this crazy world. People who step up and do what is needed, who navigate their own challenges with daycare and school closures, who cope with disease, divorce, and death. Our program directors, who led their staff through lockdown, PPE and screening requirements, clients moving home to wait out the pandemic. Our household directors, who manage and staff households, often from home. Our direct support staff, who spend days and nights caring for clients, keeping them safe and engaged in innovative ways. Our families, who adapted to visitation and household changes, who created innovative ways to engage loved ones. A few joined our staff, 2 birds, 1 stone, who were supportive as clients had to move. Our community, our donors, committee members, board members, who support and encourage us. You show us that our clients matter. Our music therapist, singing a song she wrote, Beacons of Hope with clients. It moves me to tears. It shows the wear and tear this pandemic has on our clients. And it shows how sharing music and community lifts their souls. Our clients, my biggest beacons of hope, my heroes. They persevere. They overcome obstacles, some harder than others, in spite of the pandemic. COVID has forced some clients to move. The anxiety and uncertainty of moving could have triggered a downward spiral for them. It didn't. Yes, there were tears and a little anger, but mostly resilience and strength, requests for reassurance, connection with staff and loved ones to make a hard world more manageable. In this crazy year, we all know how anxiety and uncertainty feel. We crave resilience, reassurance, connections with loved ones to make a hard world more manageable. So thank you for showing up, for keeping your light on, for bringing joy and support, reassurance and connection in the darker moments. The path is still dim. We need you to keep your lights shining so we can keep going. Tonight, we ask you to shine your lights by providing financial support at whatever level you are able. Your gifts will create a bridge to pay our amazing staff, like Zelene and Molly, closer to what they deserve to earn for the amazing work that they do. Your gifts will provide critical PPE for our staff. Your gifts will bring the beacons of music and art to nurture our clients. We need to raise $230,000 tonight. We're on our way at just over $100,000. Please do what you can to help us reach our goal. Together, we can. Beyond tonight, stay engaged. Volunteer like Abby as we re-engage with our volunteers. Advocate with state and federal legislators for adequate funding for our staff and our services. Our city, our state, our nation are aglow with your lights. Shine on.
Wow. Sandy's amazing. Jenny's amazing. That was pretty fantastic.
Yeah, if that doesn't make you want to donate and be part of the Laura Baker organization, I don't know what would.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, sorry. You're drinking at home, why can't we?
Exactly right.
25 years, this is a big deal to celebrate, and hopefully we're toasting to a $230,000 fundraiser.
Okay. And keep sending us your pictures with that hashtag LBSA Gala, because we still want to see you. Here's to you.
Here's to you.
And here's to Laura Baker. And here's to you.
Now remember, the auction doesn't close till 9 o'clock tonight, so you
Right.
still have time. You still have that donation button at the bottom of the screen.
We still need to raise money, and even if we've met our goal, it doesn't matter, because there's more money that can always be raised. There's always a use.
We're always happy to go over the goal.
No question about that. And just because you're watching tonight and donated tonight doesn't mean you can't donate tomorrow too. The gala is an important night, no question, but we will happily take your donations every day of the year.
Rich and I will swing by your home if necessary.
If you really want us to, we'll come and collect. It's fine.
Next, we're going to introduce you to Andy Imholt, who has been helping Laura Baker for the last 7 years.
Andy's with Flatabo Advancement, and he's going to walk us through the auction.
And the Fund a Cause?
The Fund a Cause section of the gala, which is always the most fun part.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining us tonight. I wish I could be with you in person, all of us together celebrating, but know that together, online, together in this virtual event, we are making a real difference. In the next few minutes, we really want you to consider making a donation to help support the great work that we do. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you heard Sandy speak about being beacons of hope. That's what we want from you tonight. Can you be a beacon of hope for this awesome organization as we go forward? Tonight, if you want to give in the next few minutes, we ask you go onto your screen and you just click the donate button and put in your donation. We're going to walk through some levels. I've got some very exciting news I'm about to share, but the most important thing is click on that donate button and you'll be ready to participate and help make a real difference. Now, before we get started, we really want to tell you about something very special. If you are joining us for the first time, or this is your first time making a donation, supporting LBSA, this is your opportunity to have your donation matched dollar for dollar. That's right. If this is your first time ever donating, Bell Lumber and Pole, a new sponsor, a new partner with our amazing organization, together, they're coming together and they are matching dollar for dollar every donation from a brand new contributor. So if you are one of those people tonight, join us at whatever level you can, make a big donation and know that it will be doubled dollar for dollar. Once again, thank you, big thank you to Bell Lumber and Pole. That's awesome. Thank you so very much for joining us in that way. Now, as in the past, we've had an anonymous donor come forward to get us started and kick us off. Once again, an anonymous donor came forward with a $6,000 donation. Let's give them an applause at home. Yes, woo! Thank you so very much for getting us started at $6,000. If you want to join them at $6,000, hit that donate button, join them at the $6,000 level, and know that you're making a real difference and really helping us in this time and in this moment. Our next level tonight is the $5,000 level. Now, the $5,000 level does some really cool stuff. It provides 1 month of our creative arts and music therapy program. And we all know when we're all together, we get to have the choir come in and sing, and it's so wonderful at Christmas time to have them sing each year at our event. How important music therapy is, how important art is. We have now transitioned to individual art kits that are mailed out that get to our clients and that they're working on distance-wise. We're following all those procedures. We're doing virtual sing-alongs, but all of that costs, it has an expense as well, and we want to make sure that we can continue to provide these great services. A $5,000 donation helps make that happen for a full month. So consider joining us at that level where you can make a real difference for our programs and for our clients. maybe you want to give at the $2,500 level, just like Greg and Patty Klosser, who gave $2,500. Let's give them a big round of applause. Yes, woo! They got to start at $2,500, and you can join them as well. In fact, the approximate cost to employ a DSP for 1 month, like Molly, that's what it costs, $2,500. So you're helping support us as we continue to be able to staff up for the needs that we have. DSPs, our DSPs, are critical to the success of our organization, and they provide essential support that makes a real difference in people's lives. So that's what you're helping support with a $2,500 donation. Please join us if you can. To start off our $1,000 level, we have Wynn and Christy Nuger, who are giving a donation of $1,000 to get us started. Let's give them a big round of applause at home. Yes, thank you so very much, Wynn and Christy. Thank you for believing in what we're doing. They came forward before we even started and said, we want to give a donation, and you should join them too with a $1,000 donation. This $1,000 donation can help with a lot of monthly costs that are new to us this year. We're talking about face masks. We're talking about additional costs for thermometers and gowns and rapid tests and all kinds of things, new expenses we were not expecting in this year. Now, if you want to give at the $500 level, there's another awesome opportunity as well, and that is because we have another anonymous donor who brought forth a $3,000 match. $3,000. The first 6 people that give at $500 are going to have a chance to have their donation matched dollar for dollar. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your fingers, if you're on your phone, get your thumbs going. If you got your mouse out, click on it. Whatever you need to do, ladies and gentlemen, get your donation in at $500 and get it matched dollar for dollar. Even if you've donated before, this is anybody, the first 6 people that donate are going to get a chance to get their donation matched dollar for dollar. And we want to thank our anonymous donor for making that happen. We want to thank all of you for your donations here tonight as we continue on. Our final level tonight is the $100 level. Now, the $100 level is a great opportunity. If you've given before and you want to give just one more time, now is the time to strike. We're talking about cleaning supplies. We're talking about other items like that that keep our facility safe. So a $100 donation is going to go a long way to helping us for the rest of for the next 12 months accomplish and continue to provide safe services to our clients. So consider giving. If you haven't yet given, you want to give just one more time, that $100 level is the perfect level for you. So thank you so very much for joining us with all these levels. Now, if for some reason I did not ask for the level you'd like to give tonight, maybe you want to give more or less or something in between. Maybe, ladies and gentlemen, you prefer to, make some huge, giant gift and you want to do a match or something. Please feel free to make any donation you can give tonight. You can do it right there in the app by just clicking the other button after you hit donate. You can go right in. You can change your donation to any level you can give. Every dollar makes a difference. And you are making a real difference just by being here and participating in this special moment. Thank you so very much for your donations tonight, and thank you for all the support you've provided to us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for what I normally would say is the live auction, but tonight it is a premiere auction. I'm going to be telling you about those awesome items. Now, I know we're all missing that crazy, strange room at Carlton where I'm up on the balcony and you're down there and you're up in the back and I've got an assistant on the floor and I've got people in the back helping. I would say that I miss that. I've never missed it as much as I do this year. Like I may have always had a little bit of a challenge catching everyone's bids, but now I wish we could be there together. But we're still going to have fun, and we're going to still raise some great money selling some amazing auction items. So make sure you're logged in and you're ready to bid. You can click on these auction items. You can take a look at them, preview them. Make sure you go on and look at the descriptions. There may be, I may be just kind of highlighting some exciting parts, but there may be some additional details in there you want to check out. The bidding for this closes at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you get your bids in tonight, and I'm going to be previewing them. It's going to be after that concert. You're going to want to stick around for that. So I'm going to review all this stuff as we go through, but let's get started with our first item that I'm going to highlight tonight, and that is the Grand Marais Cabin Getaway. Ladies and gentlemen, cabin getaways are so popular right now. A staycation where you don't have to get on an airplane and you are able to still get away and just get a time to recharge. So very important in this time. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Marais Cabin sleeps for and is 100 yards from Lake Superior with a private beach and even an availability for an evening at the campfire on the lake. This is a short drive from restaurants, from skiing, from 2 state parks, from Paradise Beach. hiking trails. We're talking, it includes a whirlpool, a gas fireplace. The only restriction is just no pets for this particular fun little getaway. But ladies and gentlemen, this is an awesome cabin getaway. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank Michael Hero and Marie Westerman Hero, who both came together to give us and decided to give this donation tonight. Thank you so much to Michael and Marie. Thank you for this donation. That's so awesome. We really appreciate it. Check out our Grand Marais cabin getaway. Our next item is the Wendell Arneson original oil painting. Now, Wendell Arneson has been a huge supporter of what we do year after year, providing amazing pieces of art. Now, this new piece is titled Light Among the Darkness number 3, and it is a 36 by 36 original oil on canvas painting. Amid the global issues of COVID and social justice, this painting is a metaphor for hope and peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank Wendell Arneson for continuing to be a huge supporter of all the work we do. Check out this awesome original oil painting. It may be perfect for you. Ladies and gentlemen, our next item is the backyard barbecue experience. Safely, socially distanced in your own backyard. Host an amazing party for up to 20 of your friends. Scotty's Whole Hog Barbecue comes with you and joins to help you host. Now, the donors for this item are Scotty's Whole Hog Barbecue, Imminent Brewing, Just Food Co-op, Martha's Eats and Treats, and check online for full details and donors and all that information. You want to check out this package, as it'll be one you don't want to miss. Ladies and gentlemen, our next item is a 1 year of monthly flower delivery. Judy's Floral Design is generously donating a monthly bouquet of fresh flowers and arranged by a floral designer with no contact delivery right here in Northfield. We're super excited for this awesome, fresh, beautiful opportunity that you get to bid on, ladies and gentlemen, for this monthly bouquet. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank Judy's Floral Design for this awesome item. Make sure you check out this item in the catalog. Our final item tonight is the Laura Baker Services Association artwork. This, if you've been to our live event, is the highlight of the night when it comes to our auction. We are so excited once again to be able to provide this very unique and beautiful piece of artwork for your bidding pleasure. Check out the catalog so that you can learn more about it as well. This piece, titled The Power of Possibility, was taken from an original work by client artists in LBSA's Creative Arts program. The original piece has been made into a premium gallery wrap, printed on canvas and finished in a 24 by 36 floating black frame. This project has been worked on during the summer of 2020. Clients at LBSA collaborated to create this beautiful mural. LBSA's art specialist, Bridget Novak, taped the design into a large canvas and then brought the canvas from house to house. Clients selected the colors and painted one feature of the design at a time. So this was a labor of love, something that we did over a long period of time with Bridget's guidance and help. The client artists started with familiar materials, canvas, tape, paintbrushes, paint, and created a beautiful piece that demonstrates the possibility within all of us to create beautiful art. The imagery and creation of this piece embody the power of possibility. We want to thank Bridget Novak, and we want to thank all of our LBSA clients who donated their time and efforts to make this beautiful piece of art. You definitely want to be the high bidder on this item. Check it out in our catalog tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight you can continue to bid on these amazing items until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. But don't go anywhere after we're all done here, because we're going to have a concert and we're going to have some more fun, and we're going to keep you entertained all the way till 9 o'clock. We want to make sure that you stick around with us. Keep those bids coming in. Bid early, bid often, and continue to bid. You want to be that high bidder at 9 o'clock. You don't want to turn off your stream and leave and find out somebody else outbid you. So you want to keep bidding, keep bringing in those money. Every one of those bids, when you become that high bidder, you are helping make a real difference for our organization. Thank you so very much for your bids, and have a great evening.
Wow, that was great. Thanks to Andy Imholt for helping us out with the auction and the fund a cause. And there's actually a whole lot of people that we would like to thank, starting with the good folks here at Armory Square, who have provided us with this wonderful studio to talk to all you fine folks. Here's to them, absolutely.
And we don't want to forget our generous Beacons of Hope sponsors, such as Nuger, Engage Print,
Brent and Toby Larson,
Bell Lumber and Pole.
Bell Lumber and Pole. There's actually more than 50 sponsors and partners who have helped us out tonight. Thank you to each and every one of you. And now stick around for some fantastic music. And thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Rich.
And thanks to all of you for making this such a fantastic night. We are no longer coming to you through the magic of digitized video. We are now live. This is going to be really fun now.
Thanks so much for watching. Oh, give me that. Thanks so much for watching our program this evening. We hope you were entertained and inspired.
And we want to remind you that you can keep bidding on our auction items until 9 p.m. tonight. And also keep sending us your pictures. Hashtag those pictures LBSA Gala, because at the end of the evening, we're going to award pictures in category, or going to award prizes for pictures in 5 different categories. So
my sister's
5 different categories.
Sent in a photo. My sister's dog is watching and just sent in a photo.
Well,
I hope there's a pet category.
Best flannel dog. Yeah, right. Or best formal dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Best virtual dog. Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and introduce our entertainment for the evening. We have a multi-talented artist with us who tonight is performing with his guitar, Mark Kreitzer, and he is a professor at Carleton, as I understand, and also very talented on everything that has strings. So tonight he's doing all original songs.
He's also a very talented ballroom dancer. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark Kreitzer.
Give me a table for one. I'm gonna wait for the sun. I got no reason to go. I got no hours to sow. My baby left me and gone. I'm gonna sit at this table just as long as I'm able. Don't tell me I gotta go. Can't be alone anymore. Give me a table for one. I got no lock on the door. I don't go home anymore. It's all so empty and bare. It makes me crazy, I swear, without the one I adore. Nobody calls on the phone. I could have changed if I'd known. But now she's broken my dreams. My life is over, it seems. Give me a table for one. I tried to find an excuse, but I know it's no use. She saw me just as I am. I did the best that I can, but now my dreaming is done. So find a seat to one side, and in the shadows I'll hide. I'll just sit there and cry and watch the strangers pass by at my table for one. Thank you. I'd like to thank the multitudes here live with me tonight. Yeah, it's being the COVID, there are a total of 10 of us in the building, I believe. So this is a song that I wrote after being in Ireland. And I met up with some of my family. My great-grandfather, Thomas O'Connor, came from a place on County Kerry, a little tiny village called Baile Église. And the rest of the family now lives at a booming metropolis, probably a few hundred people, called Ballyferder. Beautiful city. So this is Ballyferder. across the sea for Ireland. I'd felt her call before. My grandmother's dear father's home lay on that western shore. I'd heard a bally ferreter of hills and sea of green, and how he'd had to leave his home for land he'd never seen. It was leave or die, no use to cry, your tears won't help you now, but you will sure be welcome home should you return somehow. But oh, the pain he must have felt to leave his mother there, and the land he'd helped his father with, but he'd see them no more. He was on his way to America with his brothers and his dreams, and a faith that better times would come on the far side of the sea. I brought his story back with me, a boy he never knew. And as I met my family there, I felt him with me too. The circle's closed, the story's told, and I pray his soul's at rest. I'll leave him here when I return to our new home in the West. Thank you. Thanks. Yes, ma'am.
Make an announcement really quickly.
Yeah.
We love all of your pictures, folks, but we have now closed the picture contest because we have to judge what you've all sent us. So thank you for sending us your pictures. Back to you, Mr. Kreitzer.
And ballroom dancing. Actually, that's coming up in just a minute. All right. This song I thought was just going to be a little instrumental, and then I ended up writing some lyrics for it. And it's one of the very few sort of positive songs that I've written. This one's called My Luck Has Changed. You said you never would leave. I said I'd try to believe my luck has changed. But it's over and over and over again. I look over my shoulder like a sailor who fears he's drifting away from the shore. Why did this happen to me? Why did I happen to be the one you love? I get lost in your gaze, in the fire's dying glow. Hear your heart gently beating, and know that I'm feeling a love that forever will grow. No fairy tale fantasy will lead me on, but a love that is strong as an oak in the storm. As we stand here together, I know that no matter what comes, it can do us no harm. You said you never would leave. Now it's so easy to see my luck has changed. Thank you. If there's one thing I'm not, it's a ballroom dancer. But my wife used to ask me all the time if we couldn't learn how to dance. And so rather than that, I wrote this song about dancing with her. Called Baby Come and Dance With Me. Music is low, nowhere to go. Baby, come and dance with me. Give me your hand, hold me like this. This is where we belong. Moving closer now, let me show you how. And don't make me wait too long. So take a chance, find romance. Baby, come and dance with me. Stars in the sky, moon flying by. Don't you feel the magic too? Give me your hand and I'll tip the band. We'll dance the whole night through. What a thrill I find when I'm by your side. Time may stop for you and me. So take a chance, find romance. Baby, come and dance with me. Thank you, thanks. If love is as deep as the ocean and fresh as the flowers that bloom, and if love is truly the tie that binds, I'm bound forever with you. Don't tell me I'm wasting my time. You know that your love is like mine. And if waltzing is truly for lovers, then our hearts beat in 3/4 time. lifetime lasts only a moment, and nothing is quite what it seems. But if love is honest between you and me, how happy forever we'll be. Don't tell me I'm wasting my time. You know that your love is like mine. And if waltzing is truly for lovers, then our hearts beat in 3/4 time. We're in love in 3/4 time. Thanks. I'm going to play a little instrumental here. It's a fiddle tune. I don't have my fiddle with me, but that's okay. I played with a band for a number of years in Wisconsin called the Wisconsin River Bluegrass Boys. And our bass player, Hager, his real name was Dave Nelson, but he looked like Hager from the comic. He used to call me Curly Gray, which was a big honor because one of my fiddle heroes was a guy named Curly Ray Klein, who played with the Stanley Brothers, and maybe not the brothers, but Ralph Stanley for sure. So this one I'm sending out to the late great Dave Hager Nelson. It's called Curly Gray. Nope, that's not it. Curly Ray. Thank you. You make a lot of noise for a few people. That's great. This is a true story song. Well, they're all kind of true stories. We went to Madison, Wisconsin, where I was interviewing for a job there, and we had a young daughter, and we were staying with my aunt and uncle. And after lunch, my aunt said, well, Kathy, why don't you go up and comb your hair, and I'll put Emily down for a nap, and you two can go downtown and look around a little bit. And we got in the car, and Kathy said, how come I had to go comb my hair? What was wrong with my hair? And I thought it was funny, so I wrote a song. So this is Put the Baby Down. come on, honey, put the baby down. Comb your hair and let's go downtown. We'll go stepping, maybe make the rounds. Come on, honey, put the baby down. Well, we're not as young as we used to be, but I got you and honey, you got me. So call your mom, we'll bring the baby around. Come on, honey, put the baby down. Yeah, come on, honey, put the baby down. Comb your hair and let's go downtown. We'll go stepping, maybe make the rounds. Come on, honey, put the baby down. Well, it's Friday night, there goes the sun. Come on, honey, let's have some fun. We'll find a band with that country sound. Come on, honey, put the baby down. Yeah, come on, honey, put the baby down. Comb your hair and let's go downtown. We'll go stepping, maybe make the rounds. Come on, honey, put the baby down. It's a full moon night, and if the mood is right, we'll walk by the river just out of sight. We'll bring along a blanket in case we want to lay down. Come on, honey, put the baby down. Yeah, come on, honey, put the baby down. Comb your hair and let's go downtown. We'll go stepping, maybe make the rounds. Come on, honey, put the baby down. Yeah, come on, honey, put the baby down. Number one fan. I had a cousin who was so shy. We were having a family reunion in her hometown, and she was so anxious to not meet the family that she got on a bus and headed for the West Coast. And on the trip, she met this guy, and they talked all the way out to Seattle or wherever she was going. And now they've been married for about 35 years, and they've got 6 kids, and it's one of those weird stories. So this is mostly about her. It's changed a little bit, but I call it Gardenia. Gardenia got married last Sunday in a chapel in some little town to a guy that she met on the Greyhound, who'd seemed to let his guard down. Just why is sort of a mystery. It just seemed the right thing to do. There was something in the way he touched her that made her heart feel like new. Now life's on a roll for Gardenia. Each sunrise brings new hopes and dreams, and love's growing strong like a late summer storm, rolling up to the sky from the sea, rolling up to the sky from the sea. She left her mother last winter when the wanderlust called out her name. Her dad swore he would do better, but she knew he was playing a game. So she started chasing the sunset with a vague plan to head for LA, till this cowboy captured her fancy, and she knew she was destined to stay. Now life's on a roll for gardenia. Each sunrise brings new hopes and dreams, and love's growing strong like a late summer storm, rolling up to the sky from the sea, rolling up to the sky from the sea. This is the best verse. Now no one remembers Gardenia. There weren't many who knew she was here, but she could touch your soul deeply and help you see your way clear. So if you should meet with Gardenia, be sure to greet her for me, and tell that cowboy that loves her, there's no one as lucky as he. Now life's on a roll for gardenia. Each sunrise brings new hopes and dreams, and love's growing strong like a late summer storm, rolling up to the sky from the sea, rolling up to the sky from the sea. Thank you. All righty. Okay, so there's a band up in Duluth called the Fishheads, and we're checking out not only for their name, they're great musicians, and the woman in the band, Kim, is an excellent songwriter. And one night I was driving back from a gig up in Duluth, and I got thinking about her and the whole process of writing songs and why we do it. Because Lord knows we don't need any more songs, but we keep writing them. And so this song is kind of about Kim, kind of just about writing songs. It's called Duluth. I know this woman up in Duluth. When she sings, she makes the angels sigh. She's been known to make a grown man cry. Boys, I've got the proof. She'll take you higher than the Eiffel Tower, show you things you've only heard about. She can turn your whole world inside out before she gets you in her power. And all the women seem to know it, though they'll never really show it. And all the boys think they can win her heart, just as sure as there's a moon and stars. Better than to play their games. She bears her heart in the wooden strings. She bears a soul with every song she sings, so everybody knows her pain. She could no more give up her song, any more than the sun not rise. And everybody saw it in her eyes, everybody knew it from the start. So if you go to hear that woman play, don't be quick to give your heart away. But you know every word she has to say, you can take for gospel truth from that woman in Duluth. Thank you. I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember Peter, Paul, and Mary. Peter did a song called What's Her Name? It's a haunting song about the love that's stuck in the back of his mind. And this is sort of my take on that idea, inspired by What's Her Name. It's called I Never Think About Her Anymore. I never think about her anymore, or how I tried to stop her at the door as she walked away, then turned to say she didn't mean for me to hurt so bad. No, I can only just recall her smile, or how her perfume lingered for a while as she'd leave the room. Please come back soon. Oh, how'd we lose the kind of love we had? If I still cared, I'd wonder where she's gone, or sing about her in a heartbreak song. Does she ever think of me? Oh, but that could never be, 'cause I never think about her anymore. I only have one photograph to show, how happy we were once so long ago, when our love was new. There was just we two, too much in love to see we drift apart. So now I never think about the past, or why forever love just couldn't last. I've learned not to care, with my soul laid bare. She's gone and I won't let her near my heart. If I still cared, I'd wonder where she's gone, or sing about her in a heartbreak song. Does she ever think of me? Oh, but that could never be, 'cause I never think about her anymore.
Mark. Thank you,
so
Mark.
much. I hope you guys are having fun. Is everybody, you're at home, but we hope you're having fun.
I hear people like my hat.
You're very popular.
All right, well, the hat is at least. Folks, for $1,000, Mary and I will bring the hat to you.
To your house and stay probably an embarrassing amount of time.
You'll love it.
It'll be perfect. So I hear we're getting a bunch of photos.
Let's do it.
All right, let's talk about the winners of the hashtag LBSA Gala photos that have been coming in.
For the best example of a flannel photo,
Gift certificate to the Rare Pair.
John Wayland, congratulations. We hope we're saying that name right. Wayland, might be Wyland, but Wayland.
But we like you anyway.
For the best example of a formal photo,
Gift certificate to Hogan Brothers.
John and Carrie Duba. Well done. Yeah. The most creative picture,
A gift certificate to our favorite bookstore in town, Content.
Mike Schultz. Way to go, Mike. The best food and beverage photo,
Gift certificate to the Quarterback Club. I'm just going to say 2 words: roasted chicken.
Biscuits and gravy on Thursdays. Terry Knight.
Oh, good job.
Right? The best photo with kids.
Gift certificate to Hogan Brothers. We're back to the hot hoagies.
Yeah, very good. Great soup, too, by the way. Jake Conway. Well done, Jake. And do we get a drum roll for this one? This is for, well, this is best picture, folks. Hold on to your hats or buy one. Yeah.
Okay, best picture is a gift certificate from Northern Tool and Equipment, $250.
$250 going to Matt Christensen.
Oh, that was a great photo.
That was fantastic.
In front of the Christmas tree, even.
Way to go, Matt. That's great. That's great. So we need to make a donation update too.
Right. We've got just a few more minutes to get in your bids, and of course, let's say you were wandering around next week with money, we'd still take it. But technically, we only have a few more minutes left.
We will happily take your money whenever, though. Yes. Okay. So last I saw, we were at $151,000.
Oh, that's fabulous.
It's great.
Thank you so much.
We still got some work to do.
Yeah, we got a ways to go. That's okay.
So keep hitting that donate button. Remember, $5 every 5 minutes. It is hot in here.
No, I'm hot too. I would donate $100 if I could get a beer from Imminent. I am dying of thirst. We got all this stuff to. Thank you. There, well, I guess I better pay up.
There's the.
There you go. I think that's all. You got it? Oh, thank you.
Seek and ye shall find, folks.
Oh, that's good. All right. Let's talk a little bit about our sponsors.
I think we're going back to Mark first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's go back.
Did I ignore you, Mark?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again for Mr.
Lonesome road in the dead of night, trying to get back to you. Radio and the pale moonlight, they seem to miss you too. Each town I pass I wish was my own. I'm tired of traveling alone. I'm lonesome now, but it won't be long till I'm at home with you. In your dreams, do you see me now? Thinking of no one but you. I swear I feel the soft touch of your hand. Baby, do you feel it too? Mile after mile I keep rolling along, chasing first light of dawn. I'm weary now, but it won't be long till I'm at home with you. Each town I pass I wish was my own. I'm tired of traveling alone. On this lonesome road there's no turning back. I'm coming home to you. Thank you. Thanks. Times have changed just like my heart. Now I'm glad when we were apart. You thought I'd be always true. Baby, I've got news for you. This won't be a lucky day. I'll turn my back and walk away. knock you down and let you be. I want you to hurt like me. Once I thought I cared for you, but now I see I've got my due. What a fool you played me for, then just left me at the door. But this won't be your lucky day, I'll turn my back and walk away. Knock you down and let you be, I want you to hurt like me. Never will I care again, or make mistakes like way back then. What will you play me for? Then just left me at the door. But this won't be your lucky day, I'll turn my back and walk away. Knock you down and let you be, I want you to hurt like me. I want you to hurt like me. Yeah, I want you to hurt like me.
Well, thank you, Mark Kreitzer. Thank you to all of you for joining us this evening. There we go. You know, it's a good sign, actually, that I forgot I actually had this on.
Good. And remember that we've got our donor match program, courtesy of Bell Lumber and Pole. And the donations are accepted throughout the weekend. The auction has closed, I believe, closes right at 9 o'clock. But we'll take your money donation-wise for the rest of the weekend.
I hear someone bought the hat, too.
I know, isn't that amazing?
$1,000. Thank you, Jim Rosso. It's coming to you, buddy. Okay.
Deliver it in person. Makes really good chili, too. All right, let's talk a little bit about our thanking some folks.
Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's start with some of our Beacons of Hope sponsors.
We want to thank Brent and Toby Larson. We want to thank the folks over at Nuger. And we want to thank Engage Print.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And our event partners, the Armory Square Event Center. Thank you. They're in the background here. Nuger, Fetty Electronics, the gentleman in the back of the room here. Auction Harmony and Flatabow Advancement. Our auctioneer.
Now it says there that we need to thank our MCs.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
So thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Rich. I appreciate your help. Yeah, that was well done.
Okay.
All right,
our Gala team from Nuger, we want to thank the amazing Wendy Placco for putting all this together, and Jim Julian and Dan Stone.
And we've got like 40 additional sponsors. We just want to tell you how much we appreciate it and what a vital part you are to the Laura Baker organization.
Right. We really need to thank our Board of Trustees. We want to thank the Gala Committee for putting all this together, too. That's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, who else do we want to thank? Oh, the staff, the LBSA staff, of course, is this, you know, they're the reason we're able to do all of this. Their continued dedication to the clients and to the mission of Laura Baker.
They're the backbone of the whole thing. So yeah, most importantly, thanks to all of you for being a part of this tonight and for your donations and your continued donations.
They're afraid we're going to come to their house.
You don't want that.
And thanks for sticking with us all evening. We know that this, like Sandy said earlier, this has been a crazy year. So thanks for being flexible and helping us out.
And hopefully we get to see you in person next year.
That'd be great. Have a good night.
Good night, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me see.